Never give up. Never quit. Hi everybody, Kyriakos Iliadis here. So, once again, I always say I run into people. So the nice thing about me is, I'm a local guy. So I go to the supermarkets, I go to the shops, I like to interact, and people run into me all the time. So when I say I ran into somebody or somebody spoke to me or somebody phones me, that is the nice thing. I am a normal person out there. And, so I'm out there to help, to give value. And when I hear something, I immediately want to talk about it. I started these YouTube clips and that. And let me tell you something. I started with 125 Rand. I bought myself one stand for 125 Rand. In dollars, you're looking at around about $7.50. That's what I originally started. So I started with my cell phone and that's what I'm using at the moment. So I'm using a 125 Rand stand and my cell phone, and this is what I'm doing. And I'm turning it into a business because for me, helping people and giving value is something that I'm passionate about. And it is actually come back, and I am getting tons of people asking me, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? And it's actually become a win-win at the end of the day. So I got asked today, and let me tell you something. When I don't have all the answers, I know lots of people. I can get on the phone, I will find an answer, but I always try to give everybody the answer to the question. So I ran into a guy, business is tough, and he says to me, I want to quit. I said to him, winners don't quit. Winners don't quit. Remember that. Winners don't quit. So at the end of the day, I'm also, and I've said it to you many times before, I can't meet somebody and tell you what you need to do in your life. So that's the thing. Everybody's looking for a third party to try and help them out of the situation that they're in. Let me tell you something, it doesn't work like that. So at the end of the day, I don't know what your situation is. I don't know what your financial situation is. I don't know what your personal situation, and I don't know what your mental situation is like. So I always say, and this is important because I've been through many projects in my life and I have failed. And you know what? When I look back at it, if I had handled it differently, I shouldn't have quitted. I only got to see the answers afterwards. So the thing is that you need to be very clear with yourself and honest. Very importantly, you need to be honest with yourself, because if you lie to yourself and you want to find the answers to your problems, then forget about it. So at the end of the day, be honest with yourself. Ask the questions. Have I really worked hard? Have I really tried? Am I a good leader? Have I been clear? Ask the questions and be honest with yourself. And a lot of the times you're going to realize that you could have done more or you should have done more. So before you decide to throw in that towel, be honest with yourself. It's so important. And at the end of the day, you will only be lying to yourself because nobody else will know the truth if you've really put in that 100%. Yes, people know you and they see you from the outside, but you know yourself what you've actually done. So, it's self-awareness. So it is so important because, you get low self-awareness and that creates also a problem. So you need to be frank with yourself. And, the problem is with a lot of people is that they go onto YouTubes and they go onto these Facebooks and they see all these wonderful pictures. But let me tell you something, you don't know what's behind those cameras. Because, people like to post always the best picture you see at a function. It's always the nicest picture. But you don't really look at those sad moments. So what I am saying to you at the end of the day, don't always look at other people's lives and compare yourself. Look at your own life. Yes, you can say, these are my goals. This is where I would like to be. But look at yourself. So before you decide to say, I quit, remember, winners don't quit. But there does come a stage in life where you've really tried everything. There's no shame in it at the end of the day. I've said it before. There's no shame in it. But you need to be honest with yourself. A third party person cannot make those decisions for you. They can give you guidance. But a lot of people are waiting for those answers. And it's like, get me out of this. It doesn't work like that. So, what I am saying is, you need to be honest with yourself. I've said it to you in my previous clips and that, it's like a flight plan. I mean, I've spoken about it. What is your flight plan? Have you set that flight plan? Are you clear? Did you give it a lot of thought before you started? A lot of people just jump into things. They don't think about it. They don't think of the consequences. You need to think about everything before you choose to do things. We said it before. You've worked hard for your money. If you're investing, your time is valuable. Time is money. So at the end of the day, give it thought. And most importantly, are you able to do that? Because if you are starting your own business, are you able to do that? You've got to be honest with yourself. If you're going to do a job, are you able to do that? So that's very important, because at the end of the day, you need to say to yourself, I'm not able, but can I be able to do it? And these are questions that you need to be, once again, honest with yourself. These are self-awareness type of questions, and you need to be hard on yourself, and you got to be honest on yourself. Most people like to pretend. Don't pretend with yourself, because at the end of the day, you know what, you're setting yourself up for failure. So the question is, should I quit? I can't answer that question for you. But what I can tell you is, did you do your best? Have you tried everything? Have you looked at all the consequences? Could you get better people? Could you manage? Sometimes it takes a big man to step down from his position and allow somebody else to take over to save a organization or a company. There's no shame in that. So what I am saying to you at the end of the day is, you're waiting for a third party to help you. They can only give you guidance. You are the person that needs to make that decision. So remember, at the end of the day, if you quit and you didn't give it thought and you didn't think things through, you will regret it. So you need to be as honest as possible, and you need to say to yourself, could I do better? Should I do better? And am I going to do better? So I'll give you an example. I see many times people like to get all the glory in a business. So they don't hire people that are more clever than them, because then they actually don't get the limelight. That's crap, man. That's crap. You always try to get better people than yourself. People with more energy, people that can actually take your business to the next level, somebody that can take your organization to the next level. That's what it's about. It's not about you all the time, or you. That's what people want. They always want to look the best. That's not how leaders are done. At the end of the day, if they succeed, you succeed. That is how leaders are actually create great businesses, great organizations, and lead well. They don't need to take all the glory for themselves, because if their people succeed, they succeed. And that is what it's about at the end of the day. You don't have to take all the glory for yourself. As long as your organization gets to the next level, to be a leader is very, very difficult, because sometimes you have to make difficult choices. And sometimes you have to step down for the best of the business, to get the organization to the next level. I mean, sometimes you just got to realize, I've done the best I can, but somebody else can take it to the next level. You can still be a part of it or whatever. So you got to be honest with yourself. So don't quit until you think it through, because you will regret it at the end if you could have seen things differently. And I've been through that. When I look back at certain things, if I'd handled it differently, because I wasn't honest enough with myself, and I should have been more honest with myself and that. So when I stand here today and I talk to you, I am talking from experience, and I've seen a lot of people that have been in the same positions, that have never been honest enough with themselves, and at the end of the day, they end up regretting the decision. So, winners don't quit. Winners don't quit. So you need to be honest with yourself. You've got to ask yourself, what else can I do? But if you're waiting for a third party to give you the answer to your problems, you're fooling yourself. So stop fooling yourself. Guys, at the end of the day, it's all up here. Because people don't give it thought. Yes, you need heart. You need heart at the end of the day, but you need to think things through, and you need to look at the consequences, and you need to ask yourself, am I able to do this? And have I looked at this? Because most people want to feel sorry for themselves, and they want other people to feel sorry for themselves, and that's all a lot of crap. Because at the end of the day, if you've really given things thought and that, you shouldn't be wanting other people to bail you out. It's not the right way. Leaders aren't born like that. You take responsibility and you go out there and you do it. Thanks, everybody. If you're enjoying our clips, please subscribe. Please press the bell there for notifications. And we're going to continue. And once again, whenever I'm running in, remember, I stand here. I don't sit here with scripts and all that kind of stuff. I run into somebody phones me, I make the clip like that. Sometimes you will see me, I hesitate for a couple of seconds because I don't have scripts. I talk out of my heart. I talk from experience. I'm here to give value. I'm here to offer whatever I possibly can to get you on your journey. And that is what all I'm trying to do. As there are other people getting me on my journey, I want to take what I'm learning and get you on your journey, and we can all help each other get onto our journeys. Thanks very much. See you guys. Cheers. Kyriakos Iliadis.